All right, here we go. So let's start on our backs tonight. So come onto your mat if you're not there already, and come onto your back and just take a nice, easy Shavasana pose. I'm going to stay up here for another minute just to see if someone else comes on. But just go ahead, open up. Here's Karen. Okay, got another. Hello, Karen. We're starting on our backs tonight. Shavasana pose. Okay, and it is 5:30. Let's begin. And Karen, I was telling them this is the last class of the session, of the winter spring session. Live stream will begin again in September. I think I've put that out there several times, so hopefully everybody's got it. Okay, onto your back. Open up your body. Open up your arms, your legs. Feet are turned out. Palms are up. Then tuck your chin slightly down into your chest and then fall back into your skull again. All right, so in this position, it's a really good place where we can focus on the feeling of a rib cage breath. So in a full breath using the rib cage, so remember the lungs are behind there, right? They're within the rib cage. They're protecting the lungs, the rib cage is. So when you really open and expand the rib cage, you're making more space for expansion in the lungs. So open up the rib cage here and make sure that you're pressing and opening into the back of the rib cage. And the reason this is a good position is you'll feel it pressing into the mat beneath you. Get it as big as you can get it, and then exhale. And you can exhale through the mouth if you wish. Inhale through the nose. Again, open up that rib cage as big as you can make it. And then release. Keep that going. Full rib cage expansion. Two more big breaths here. Full breaths. Notice the way your body feels from this deep breathing. Nice and relaxed. The parasympathetic nervous system getting toned here. That's the rest and relax part of your nervous system. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. Bring the legs together so they're about hip distance apart. Make the feet parallel. And then bring the arms slowly over your head. Really slowly so you can feel the extension of the spine, the opening in the shoulders. Don't let the hands touch the ground, but you can get them as close as you can. Now slide your chin to the chest some more. Press the fingertips away from the crown. Draw the navel down to your spine. Hold this. Flex both feet, both heels. Spread your toes. Now spread the fingers apart. Oh, yeah. Now bring the arms up to the ceiling. Fingertips are still spread. Fingers are spread apart. Spread them some more. Turn the palms away from you with very spread fingers. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Bring the pinkies toward each other. Now bring the arms overhead. You probably won't get them quite as far, but try it. So you've got your arm bones internally rotated here. Stretch, 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 flex the feet, pull the navel down, lift the arms again. Now slowly take the arms to the sides, really slowly. Spread those fingers apart. Feel as if you're pressing through peanut butter. Get some resistance going. Feel the arms work here. They're coming straight down toward a T pose, but the hands are not going to quite touch the ground. Okay, they're just hovering over the ground. Now, draw the arms away from your chest. Draw them out towards your fingertips. Feel that. Feel the way you're using your arm muscles. Chin to the chest. Rotate the palms up toward the ceiling. Bring the arms back up. Soften the feet. Intertwine your fingers. Yeah, now you've got a nice little basket there. Look at what you just created with your palms. Bend your elbows. Slip that little basket into your skull, right at the base of your skull. Drop the arms into the ground. Now, right here, a full rib cage breath. Put one right here. Nice. Now bring your elbows up toward the ceiling and then slowly pick up your head and roll your chin deeply toward your chest. Notice how you're making a big curve in the top of your spine, the cervical vertebrae. Opening them up here. Nice, nice, nice. Squeeze the elbows toward each other. Bring it up a little more. And then slowly unroll this, opening the wings to the side, dropping the head to the ground, and releasing here. One more rib cage breath right here. Release your hands from your head. Bring your right knee up to your chest. Intertwine your fingers over your right shin. Press the thigh into the lower torso. Squeeze the elbows in toward your body, chin to the chest again. And breathe deeply here. Push your belly into the right top thigh, ascending colon. So here awareness is at the belly, at the movement of the belly. I'll call it a belly breath. One more, deep. Nice. Slide your left hand down over your right ankle. Draw that heel up towards your belly button. Right knee goes to the side. Now gently push into the right inner thigh, taking the right knee out to the side as much as you can for the external rotation of the femur, the thigh. Keep the leg like that. Keep the knee pointing out. Take the right hand next to the left hand. Get a good grip of that ankle. Bend the elbows to bring it closer to your belly button. Pick up your head and your upper back from the ground. Flex your left heel. Lift that leg off the ground just a bit. Come up a little higher. Bend the elbow some more. Head comes to the ground. Now slowly bring that left foot all the way up to the ceiling. And now you can place the outside of your left foot or your left ankle, right foot or right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Press that right knee out some more. Now you're going to feel it getting all the way into the hips. Now, grab underneath the left thigh, intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows, and press that right knee out. Chin to the chest, neck is relaxed. Drop the left heel, just drop it down toward the left buttock. Now see if you can't grab the shin, the left shin with intertwined fingers, and bend your elbows a little there and press your right knee out. Going for a deep opening in the right hip. Close your eyes, take a breath here. Feel it. Straighten that left leg to the ceiling again. Okay, arms up to the ceiling. Now bring them overhead. Let the fingers touch the ground, but keep the palms facing each other. Flex the left heel and slowly bring it down to the ground with that right foot or ankle attached to the left thigh. Now press that right knee as close to the ground as you can get it. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Open the arms into a T pose. Flex the left heel. Bring the leg back up here. Bend the left knee. Slide the right leg over the left, your thigh to thigh now. Chin to the chest, bring the knees to the chest. Make sure the arms aren't higher than the shoulders. And then slowly let the legs drop to the left side. All right, soften up that right elbow. Soften up the left shoulder and feel what you've just created here. You've got a twist in your back, in your spine. You've got a deep opening in the right hip. Feel it. You've got a nice stretch going on with the right glutes. And you have an enormous opening across the right chest and into the right inner arm and shoulder. Breathe into this whole experience. Feel all the sensations. I mean, really feel this. A lot going on. Feels good. So many places of the body here getting some good mobility, some good stretching. Bring the right arm up to the ceiling. Straighten the fingers. Spread them apart. Wiggle them. Try to get every single joint in every single finger. Now straighten them. Squeeze them together into a blade shape. Press the fingertips up toward the ceiling. Now soften the hand. Keep the arm lifted. Now bring it overhead and off to your right side and down toward the bottom of your mat and over your hip into the left side and then overhead again. That's your motion. So you're making a big circular motion with your arm bone, and doing that is opening up the right shoulder girdle, all the soft tissue around the right shoulder. Reverse. Slow is good. One more full circle. And then when you find your arm back in the T position, place it into the ground with the palm up. Squeeze your legs together, draw your navel back, bring the legs back to center here. Uncross the legs, grab both shins and give yourself a big hug here. Nice. Straighten the right leg. Intertwine your fingers over the left shin, elbows bent to the side. Press down as deeply as you can. More and more and more. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Now squeeze the elbows in toward you. Breathe deeply here. Descending colon, left part of the lower torso, getting nice compression here. Slide your right hand down until you feel the top of that ankle. Left hand takes the inner thigh and presses it out so the left knee can come out to the side. There we go. You just rotated that thigh bone in your hip. Keep that knee where it is. Left hand comes next to the right. Bend your elbows to get that foot a little closer to your belly. Press that left knee out. All right. Lift your head and your upper back off the ground, getting some core work in here. Now flex the right heel, lift it up off the ground. Head comes down, right leg goes slowly up to the ceiling. So that right leg is coming straight out of the hip, and then you need to rearrange the left so you can get the side of the foot or the ankle onto that top right thigh. Now grab under the shin, the thigh, Intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows, press that left knee out, and that right leg comes toward you just a teeny bit, but you really feel it in the left hip. Give it a breath. All right. Now, bend the right knee, take a hold of the shin if you can. And again, bend those elbows, bring that thigh a little closer, left knee out to the side. Now, straighten that leg to the ceiling again. Bring the arms up to the ceiling. Bring them overhead. Chin to the chest. Flex the right heel. Slowly bring that right leg down to the ground. Really slowly. Push through the heel. Push through that right heel. Left knee stays out to the side. Left foot is glued to your thigh. And bring it all the way down. Once that right heel touches the ground, press that left knee closer down toward the ground. Bring the arms up to the ceiling and down to the sides in a T-pose. Flex the right heel, open those toes, slowly bring that leg up to the ceiling again. Bend the right knee, slide the left leg over the right. Make sure you're in a nice straight T position here. Chin to the chest. Drop the leg slowly to the right this time. Soon as those legs drop, release the pressing in the right shoulder and the right arm. Make sure the left elbow is nice and soft. One good deep breath here before we bring the arm up. How about another? Oh, let's do one more. This is such a good one. Right? Get so many places. You've got the spine, you've got the hip, you've got the chest and the shoulder. Left arm comes up. Spread those fingers apart wide as you can, wide as you can. And now just start moving them around to get the joints moving. Yeah, move them around. Arms stay straight. Straighten them. Squeeze them together for blade shape. Pick the fingertips up toward the ceiling. Feel the arm. Listen, let's try this. Don't pick up the, okay. Take the tips of your fingers, bring them down again. Feel how the upper arm bone starts to settle into the shoulder joint again. Now, watch this. Pick up the arm toward the fingertips and bring the fingertips a little closer. See? You made more space already in that shoulder. Now we're going to work it. Arm comes overhead. Hand is soft now. And hand comes to the left side, bottom of your mat, over the hip and to the right, and overhead again. That's your circle. So you don't want to force anything, right? You want it to be a really easy move, and you want the arm bone to kind of draw out toward the hand. So think about the hand as starting the movement. Reverse. Kind of like the arm bone is just, going for the ride within the shoulder joint, because the shoulder joint, you want to keep it nice and relaxed while you're doing this. Next time that arm comes to the left side, T position, drop it into the ground, palm up. All right, draw your navel back, squeeze your legs together, bring them back to center, uncross the legs. Rocking side to side here along your lower back, releasing this. Nice. Now cross at the ankles, kick your feet up to the ceiling, and come on up to seated. Okay, seated pose here. We're going to do this before cat and cow. Let's work on the feet a bit. So grab one of your legs and then take a hold of the ankle. Take the other finger. So you're taking one of your feet. Take the other hand. Pick up one of your feet. Take your hand and weave your fingers between the toes. Okay. Okay. Now, by the way, thumb and index fingers should be around the big toe so that the pinky finger is between the fourth and the fifth. Okay. Okay. Now, just begin first to circle the foot, working on the ankle. So that opposite hand is just stabilizing the leg above the ankle. Reverse. Okay, now keep the foot in a nice neutral position, squeeze the fingers into the foot, and begin drawing the toes upward toward the top of your foot. Now bring them down. Now up and down. Now begin to kind of turn them. Just kind of circle your hands, letting the toes really move in their joints. All right, other foot. Let's see if I can describe this a little better this time. Take the ankle, pick up the foot. If you can't do that, just place the foot somewhere where you can get access to it. Oh, you are going to have to pick it up because we're going to circle. Okay, weave your fingers. So index finger goes between big toe and second toe. Okay, now squeeze those fingers together. Keep the ankle nice and stable. Circle the foot. Reverse. Okay, now toes up, toes down, toes up, toes down, up and down, and now little circular motion. So this isn't, you don't really, it's not an ankle circle, it's more toe. So try to stabilize the foot a little bit. Reverse. Okay. And that's it for the feet. Now let's come into a table pose. Spread your fingers, middle finger making a T to the top. Press into the tops of your feet, feel it, lift the belly, press into the hands. You're looking straight down between your hands here. Neck is in a nice neutral position. All right, bend the elbows back, pick up the hips, drop the belly, chest comes forward, coming into a cow pose. Now I want you to really feel the big curve that you've created in your back, your spine. Okay, come back to table pose. Now we're going to turn the spine to the left, but keep the spine nice and parallel with the ground, just like this, right? We're not taking it up or down like we do for cat and cow. Draw the right rib cage out to the right as you take the left shoulder back and look over that left shoulder. See, lateral flexion for the spine. Now we're going to go to the other side. So hips come back to center, right shoulder pulls back, left rib cage comes out, hold it. Other side again, looking over left shoulder. And then over the right shoulder. And back to table pose. Press into the hands, reach the spine up toward the ceiling, drop your head, drop your tail for cat pose. Dome open the upper back. Feel that, press into the hands and really pull those wing bones apart. Put a deep breath in here. Release the neck. Back into cow pose, inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Back into table pose here. Right knee comes in just a bit, left leg straight out with the flexed heel. Yes, I said left leg. I think it was, yeah, I think it was the last one we did where I did all left. I think it was live stream. Pick up the heel, feel the glutes work, pick up the belly, press into the hands. Get really nice and strong in this. Separate the toes. Nice. Now bounce that heel up to the ceiling, but keep the leg nice and long. All right. Now bend the left knee and take it to the left shoulder. Hold it here. Feel the glutes work. Hold it. Send the leg straight back. Flex the heel, nice and strong. Knee comes to the shoulder again. And it pulses, just little pulses right there. Keep the inner thigh nice and high. Don't let it drop. Now bring the knee out to the side. It's still bent. Drop that knee down to meet the other knee and bring it up again. We've got our fire hydrants here. Bring it down nice and slow and controlled. Bring it up as high as you can. Keep it up there, lift it. Straighten the leg behind you, flex the heel. Bend the knee, push that heel up to the ceiling, hold it there, hold it, press into the hands, hold it, and pulse, little pulses. Breathe through these. Now, take the knee out to the side, knee is bent, straighten the leg, let the foot drop into the ground, and stand up on your right thigh. I'm gonna go this way so you can see me. Okay, both arms come straight up. Reach, reach, reach. Turn the left palm out. Let that arm fall so that the left palm takes that leg, drops into that leg. Now reach up and over the ear and just slide your left hand down that leg and give yourself a nice lateral opening in the torso. Coming back up, coming back down. Okay, remember we were down with our leg to the side. Lift that leg and make circles. Little circles with the heel, push out through, reverse. Bring the leg back and bring it back down next to the other one. Actually, start in a table pose again because we've been all over the place. Start in a table pose. Now take the left knee in a little bit and the right leg out. Pull up the belly, flex through that right heel, open the toes. Feel the right glute working as you lift that right heel. Now begin to pulse it, slow and controlled, everyone. So it's deep work. Feel that in the glutes, nice and deep. Hold it up there, bend the knee, take the knee toward the right shoulder, hold it, lift it. Just hold it here. Send it straight back again. Bend and take it to the shoulder again. Send it back. Bring it to the shoulder again and pulse. Not much of a movement, but you certainly will feel it. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Nice. Now bring the knee out to the side. Keep that thigh nice and high. And fire hydrants down and up. And down and up. Yep, keep it going. And bring it up. Take the leg back, straighten it, bend the knee, press the heel up to the ceiling, and pulse. Now bring the knee to the side, straighten the leg and bring it down to the ground and come on up. Okay, I'll do it sideways this time. Both arms come up, so you got that right leg out to the side. I'll do it this way. It's better for you to see, because we normally don't do this one. So lift up, turn that right palm away from you, let the right arm drop. Okay, right hand feels the leg, slide it down toward the ankle as you lift the left fingertips and just get a nice curve on the left side of your body. Coming back up, bringing the arms back down with that right leg out to the side, lifting it up off the ground, flex through the heel and circle. Reverse. Bring the leg back, bring it down. All right, everyone, what do you say we come up? Curl the toes, lift it up, down dog. Okay, walk your dog, wag your tail, whatever feels good. Just opening up here. It's an inversion pose, right? Can you feel that? Torso's dropped, head's dropped. Come onto your tippy toes as high as you can. Bend your knees toward the ground. Hover them just over the ground. Press into the hands and just look at the front of your mat, just the front edge of your mat. Keep your belly lifted. Push into those hands. Take your right knee toward your right ankle and back. Left knee toward left, not ankle, elbow. Okay, sorry. And if you don't like doing that, just stay where you are. All right, come on up, down dog again. All right, take your left foot in, just off center, plant it into your mat, lift your right leg, drop your left ankle. Excuse me, your left heel, sorry guys. Right heel lifted up, turn the hips and open them to the right. Now you're loaded into that left shoulder and arm, so really press firmly into the left hand. Bend the knee, lift the inner thigh, and drop that foot toward the left just a little more twist in there. Straighten the right leg, sorry. Turn your torso toward the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes forward between your hands. All right. Okay, got a nice lunge going here. Let's get it a little wider. Shimmy the left toes back. Straighten that left leg and squeeze the left butt cheek. That's it. Now straighten the right knee to come into pyramid pose, walking your hands back, bending your elbows back, dropping your forehead toward your shin. Oh, enjoy the feeling back of that right leg, sciatic nerve, getting toned. Bend the right knee until it's over the right ankle. Shimmy the toes back even some more. Drop the left knee, top of the left foot, and come to your fingertips to lift your torso and push your hips forward, or take the hands to the top of your right thigh and push the hips forward. Either way, hands to the top of the thigh is going to give you more challenge for balance. Yeah, feel the release in that left hip flexor. All right, hands to the ground if you've lifted them. Curl the left toes, lift that knee. And we're going to go forward and back, and we're going to lift into a T pose. Right leg is supporting you. Now, pick up your spine and your leg. Pick them up toward the ceiling. Feel like you're just lifting them toward the ceiling, taking pressure off that right hip. What you're basically doing is using internal muscles, especially core, when you do that. All right. Open your hips to the left. We're going to move it into a half moon. Those of you who want to lift the left arm up and off the ground can do that. Not necessary. Bring the left hand back down to the mat if you lifted it. Make sure that the right foot is facing forward, not turned in. Bend the right knee and then bend the left knee and bring it knee to knee. So you're standing on one leg and you're in a little ball. You're in a little squat on one leg. Drop your head. Give yourself a rib cage breath right here. Take it back to a T pose. Now another squat. Bend the knee and the other. Kiss them together. Round the back. Drop your head. Back into a T pose here. Look back to the back of your mat and look up at that left foot that's in the air. Bend the right knee just a little bit, push that left foot back and drop it into the mat, and then situate yourself so that you can come up into warrior one. And once you're up here, if you need to resituate, that's absolutely fine. Squeeze your left butt cheek, press that energy down the left leg and into the edge of the foot, the left foot. Reach up with the fingertips. Take the palms together into a Namaste Mudra and bring them to your chest. Lift your elbows. All right, we better get some core work in here. Let's do it right now. Draw the navel back. Turn your torso to the left. Keep that right thigh open as far to the left as you can. Now pulse right at the edge there. Pulse. All right, stop the pulsing. You're still to the side. Press the hands into one another as deeply as you can. More, more. Feel it in the chest and the arms. Keep the pressing and turn your torso so you're facing forward again. Keep the pressing and lift your arms. Namaste Mudra over your head. Soften up the pressing. Come forward with your hands still in that mudra. Reach forward like an arrow here. Pull your navel up. Feel your right hip work. Feel your left leg work. Drop your right arm to the inside of your right leg. Press them into one another. Now lift that left arm. Open it up. Binders, you can bind that top arm. Deep binders, you can even add the lower arm. And if you're a double binder, you can straighten the front leg and drop your head. Let's see, maybe you can do that. Yeah, you could even try to do that if you just have the arm up. You can try straightening that leg. That works. All right, release the bind. Bring the arm over your ear for intense side stretch. Lift it up, warrior two. Soften those shoulders, tuck in the chin, reach out through the fingertips. Right palm up to the ceiling, lose the left arm as the right arm sweeps overhead. Okay, rib cage is nice and open here. Some nice breath. Back into warrior two pose. Both arms come up, swivel forward, come down here, moving it into pigeon pose. So I know we did a modified pigeon on our back, but this one's going to be a little deeper. Using the weight of your body here, dropping into that right hip. And slowly lifting up, taking that left leg forward, right knee out to the side. Line that right leg up with the right hip. Make sure it's in nice alignment here. All right, flex that left heel. Scooch it back just a little bit. And then slowly make your way down over that leg, keeping the back straight as long as you possibly can. So just coming down and over that leg, keep the right knee pressing out. And then when you've gotten down, when you're as low as you're going to go, give it up and surrender to the pose. Soften the back, the neck, the head. Don't worry about a straight back. And then just feel the pose and breathe into it. What about a rib cage breath here? Try it. It actually feels good in this pose. Slowly bring yourself up. Bring that right knee up. Intertwine your fingers over the right shin, and then scooch that right heel as close to your right butt as you can get it. Now, sit straight. A lot of isometric here. Just sit straight. You're really grabbing onto that right shin. Now, press your torso forward. It's like I'm behind you and I'm kind of pushing you forward. Now drop the shoulders and squeeze the elbows into your body. Okay, now keep that right leg right where it's at. Wrap the left arm around it. Pick up the right arm. Take the right arm behind you, but don't move the torso yet. Let the fingertips drop behind you. Now, draw your navel back towards your spine. Feel it suck back. And then spin your navel to the right. And you can hug that bent knee to help you make that spin. Yeah. Oh, nice rotation here. And release this. Take that left leg back again. Palms into your mat. Curl your left toes, lift your left knee, push into the hands to lift your hips and torso, send the right leg back, and come into down dog again. All right, right foot comes in, plant it, left leg sweeps up. Feel the palms pressing into your mat. Lift that right ankle, right heel. Sorry, left. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm confusing my parts of the body and directions both. Turn your hips to the left. Lift that ankle to the ceiling. Lift it a little more. Bend the knee. Let the foot fall to the right. Right side of your mat. Press firmly into the right hand. Keep that right shoulder open. Now straighten that leg, turn your torso so you're facing the mat again. Look forward, left foot comes forward between your hands. Knee is over your ankle. Shimmy the right toes back, as far back as you can get them. Press those right toe pads into the mat. Feel that. Press the sole of the left foot into the mat. Feel that. Okay, feel your fingers pressing into the mat. That's where you're connected right now, your feet and your hands. Do you feel that? Straighten your left knee, drop your right heel, walk your hands back, pyramid pose, bend your elbows, drop your forehead to your shin. And there's the left sciatic nerve. Feel it. Bend the left knee, stop when it's over the ankle. Shimmy the right toes back a little bit more. Drop the right knee, gently, top of the right foot. Here's where you can straighten the torso, sitting up on using your fingertips, or take your hands to the top of your thigh. Press your hips forward, and you get a huge release in the front of the right hip, hip flexor. Release your hands back down if you've picked them up. Curl your right toes. Lift and straighten the right knee. Okay, now forward, back, forward, back. You might need to bring your right foot a little forward for this. Get a little momentum because we're coming up into a T pose. And remember, when you're in that T pose, you want to feel as if you're lifting the line of from your head all the way to your heel. That whole long line, you're lifting it up toward the ceiling. Open the hips to the right, moving it into half moon, and then maybe even taking your right arm up to the ceiling. Even if you take your right fingertips off the ground for 2 seconds, that's something. Right hand comes back down, hips are facing the mat again. Okay, so you're still, or they're actually facing forward. So in other words, you're not tilted, you're not turned to the right at all. Bend your left knee just a little bit. We're coming into that squat. Bend your right knee, squeeze the knees together, draw that left hip towards center, drop your head. T pose once again. And back into that little one-legged squat again. Now a T pose. Look toward the back of your mat. Look at that right foot. Bend your left knee just a little bit. Send the right foot back. Let it drop into the mat. Put it at about 45 degrees. Come on up, warrior one. All right, squeeze the right butt cheek. Press that energy down the right leg into the edge, outer edge of that right foot. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Bring them down. Turn to the right as much as you can. All the way, as much as you can. And then little twisty at the end, just little twists at the very end, getting the obliques. And bringing it back to actually the side, not all the way to the end, but turn to the right side. Press the hands together as deeply as you can. Lift the elbows a bit, feel it in the chest. Keep it pressed as you turn toward the front of your mat again. Hands pressed. Bring your arms up to the ceiling, straighten your elbows, and soften the mudra. Come forward with a nice straight back. Drop that left arm inside the left leg, press them into one another. Now reach out through the right fingertips. Open up the right waist with that move. Lift the arm up to the ceiling, and then binders, you can put your binds in here. And then if you want to play around, you can try straightening the right leg and dropping the head toward it. Release the bind. Right arm comes over the ear. Cartwheel up to warrior two. Look down at your left foot, turn it to the side of your mat. Rearrange so you've got a nice wide V pose. And we're coming down slowly, hinging from the hips, everyone. Dropping down, pressing into the outer edges of both feet. Relaxing the neck, the skull. Take a hold of the backs of your ankles. Bend your right knee, press your left inner thigh toward the mat. And now the other side, bend the left knee, right inner thigh toward the mat. Back to center. Palms under your face. Take your right hand directly under your face. Left arm lifts, twist your torso. Switch sides, left hand takes the place of the right. Right arm lifts, torso turns to the right. Notice the left inner thigh getting some work here. Both hands underneath you. Walk them forward for a wide dog. And then let your head fall between your biceps. Heart presses back between your legs. Relax the back of your neck. Nice inversion here. Flow forward with your body. Walk your hands back. Okay. And turn your left foot out so that it's facing the front of your mat again. Pick up your right heel, turn your right toes forward. We're going to move that left foot over so that we can get into a pigeon pose now. Dropping the knees, sending the right leg straight back, leveling the hips and coming over them. And lifting from this, sending your right leg forward, straight out of the hip. And left knee is bent to the side. Flex your right heel, glide it back a little bit. And then, you start, okay, think about this. Close your eyes. Think about the L that you've created with from your head all the way down to your right hip. So your whole torso and your head and your right leg, right? That's a capital L. What you're trying to do is you're trying to close that capital L, right? You're taking that top line and bringing it to the bottom line. Press that left knee out. Okay, now here's the part of the pose where you give up and surrender. Just as important as the part that you try. Surrender, soften, drop down. Don't worry about curving the back. Definitely curve the neck, drop the forehead. Now add breath. And slowly releasing, coming up, taking the left knee up, clasping intertwined fingers over the shin, scooching that heel back toward you as much as you can. Now, elbows out to the sides. Now squeeze them down, push the shoulders down, chin to the chest. Already you feel this, right? Just feel yourself pressing forward, like you want to press your torso forward. Now wrap that right arm around the left leg, lift the left arm, send it back behind you, drop the hand. Okay, suck the navel back, turn it to the left as you hug that leg even tighter. Really nice spinal twist, everyone. Okay, you got it twisted. Now give it breath. This is where we go inside and we massage. We give the organs a massage with a deep breath in the twist. And release that and bring it forward. Straighten both legs, just kind of shake them out a little bit. And then just come forward, just to a really nice little light forward fold here. Opening up the backs of the legs and the lower back. Nice. All right, swing the legs around, come back into table pose. All right, curl your toes. Bring your heels, bring your hips toward your heels, and just sit on your heels, pressing down into the toes. If this is too intense for you, you can come forward, take some weight off. Fingertips into the ground, lift the knees, come into a squat pose. Nice squat pose all the way down. Yeah, really drop the hips. Take some of your weight back, more into the heels and toward the toes. Nice. Now press into the bottom of your feet and come on up. Open the arms for star pose at the top. Lift your heart. Take your arms, open them some more. Give yourself a little back bend here. All right. Now, arms in star pose. Take your feet forward. Hinge forward. Come on down. Take your feet about hip distance apart, so you may have to heel toe them in. Bend the knees. Grab the backs of your ankles. Drop your head. Oh, yeah. Relax the neck with this one. Straighten the legs, press your hands into your shins, extend your spine for monkey pose. Slide your hands down toward your feet, standing forward fold. Bend your knees, grab the backs of your ankles, swing your arms back and forward, lift up, inhale. All right, ready to waterfall? You're going to exhale through the mouth and you're going to sit back in that little chair when you come down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Two more. Last one, stay down. Nice. All right. So grab your skull with both your hands. Thumbs are at the base of your skull. Give yourself a little massage there, right where the neck and the base of the skull meet. Just give yourself a massage right there. Drop your arms and slowly come up to standing pose. Ragdoll roll up, take your time. Mountain pose when you get up here. Close your eyes if you can. Feel your body. Feel your body in space. Bring the arms slowly up and overhead. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Bring it to your heart. And drop your forehead toward your fingertips. Drop your elbows toward the ground. Feel your next breath. All right. And then release to the ground, belly down. Okay, hands are stacked, crocodile pose. Hands stacked, forehead resting on that top hand. Feet are toed in. Feel the movement of your body as you breathe. Okay, your head is connected to the top of your hand. It's glued there. Feet are toed in, legs hip distance apart. Lift your arms off the mat. Lift your legs off the mat. Spread your arms in a T position with the palms facing the ground. Turn your palms up to the ceiling. Send the arms way back so they're next to your body. Now you can lift your chest a little more. Neck is still relaxed. Take the arms out to the side. Turn the palms down. Bend the elbows. Attach the forehead to the hands and come on down. All right, now coming into Sphinx pose. So your arms are in an 11 position. Elbows are dropped right under your shoulders. Now just look forward without compressing the neck. So lift from the crown of your head. Now listen up. Press your hands into your mat. Press your elbows into the mat. Feel as if you want to drag them toward the bottom of your mat. And at the same time, press your heart forward. You're going to get this in the mid back between the shoulder blades. Release that. Drop your head. Come up again. Same thing. Press down into the hands and the elbows. Drag them back. Press the heart forward. Stay lifted though. Don't drop into the shoulders. Keep the head lifted. And release. All right. Bring your head down. Bring your hands chest level. We're preparing for Cobra now. Feet are toed in. Chin toward the chest. Neck is nice and straight. Draw those elbows in toward you. Lift your pubic bone. Roll it to your belly button. Drop it down again. And here we go. You're just lifting your front body off your mat slowly, using your back muscles to do this. Those of you who go up into a back bend, you're going to need to use the arm muscles and press into the hands some more. And come back down. Slowly feel the front body make contact with the mat. Forehead kisses the mat. And then you come up again for another one. One more. Forehead kisses the mat to complete the pose. And then you turn your head to the side, flip your palms up, arms out to the sides. Feet are still toed in, but you can separate your legs a bit if that feels good. Very slowly turn your head to the other side. And then bring your head back to center. Palms on either side of your chest. Lift up into table pose. Curl your tail, pick up your navel, and press your hips back toward your heels and come on down slowly. Child's pose. All right, and then flip over for Shavasana and take up some space, spread out. Open your arms, your legs. And just give up the weight of your body. Just give it up. Let the weight of your body drop and let the sensations of your body open. Feel them. So you can feel the energy of life. You can feel the prana if you really get quiet enough, right? It's not void in there, right? There's a lot of energy. Feel that. Now go to your breath and try to be as precise as you can in terms of really being aware of the sensations of your breath. Just follow your breath every moment. And of course, you're going to notice some thoughts and other sensations will also come into your awareness. That's completely normal. Just let them be, let them go. Just your breath. Take your awareness to your heart center. Just stay there. Okay, and let whatever comes into your awareness when you're at the heart center, just let it come and then go. You know, sometimes there's certain moods, the energy is a certain mood, there's a certain tone in awareness, sometimes a sensation, physical sensation, sometimes a thought. But just let all of that be okay. Just rest at your heart center. And now bring to mind someone in your life who you have a good, easy relationship with, an uncomplicated, relatively uncomplicated. Could be, family or a friend. Just bring that person to mind. Okay. Take that feeling of the person or an image of the person, whatever you have, bring that to your heart center. And just silently say or think these words. May you be happy. Feel that. Feel what that evokes. May you be happy. May you be free of pain and suffering. Just notice the feelings that that evokes. Okay, those loving feelings. And now bring to mind an image or a sense of yourself. Take that to your heart center. And these words silently or think them. I accept all of you.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
Sorry, that was my Alexa or whatever she's called. She was responding. I accept you. I accept myself. Where I am in this moment is where I need to be. I love myself. I forgive myself for anything that I'm holding on to. May I be happy. May I be free from pain and suffering. Notice how that feels. Notice the tone in your awareness. Just a prayer. And then just allow yourself to feel your entire body breathing. Your internal landscape, vast and open, quiet, peaceful. And sure, things come and go, right? But the background is always still quiet and peaceful. The rest moves in and out. Okay, slowly making your transition. And when you're ready, you can roll to one side. And then slowly bring yourself to seated pose. All right, arms out to the sides, palms up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mudra comes down. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Perhaps I'll see you in September. You should have gotten an email. There's yoga in the park on not this Saturday, not in 2 days, but next Saturday. I believe that's June 8th. So yoga in the park at 9 o'clock, and I'm doing in person, of course, in summer. But then I'll be back to doing in person plus this in September. So thank you very much and have a wonderful summer. See you later.